Hello, welcome back to another episode of Throwbacks with the Technodrome. We're here for another tournament, and as we call it, the Friggin' Foursome. Gents, how you doing today? Duff, Scales, we good?
Yeah, it'd be better if Family Matters was still
no.
Scales is still reeling from last week's taping. His one of his favorite picks did not make it through to these rounds. We are going to do the Elite Eight and the Friggin' Foursome today. Mr. Scales, if you could please share the board.
Sure.
All right, everybody. So we have left in the West Coast in our Elite Eight. We have Full House versus Growing Pains. We have Perfect Strangers versus the Fresh Prince.
Fues.
We have in the East Coast, Diff'rent Strokes versus Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. They don't really get more different than that.
No.
And then we have the Golden Girls versus Reading Rainbow. And you know what? I'm going to flip things completely upside down here. I'm going to start at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. I'm going to go with the Golden Girls versus Reading Rainbow. And Scales, I'm going to go to you first.
All right. I'm going to unshare my screen here so they can see our lovely
Yeah, let's unshare
faces.
the screen. I've got everything in front of me.
Okay.
Out of spite, I wonder who he's going to pick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm picking against Reading Rainbow. That's no doubt about it. Not only am I out of spite, but also because Golden Girls is the better theme song. So Golden Girls moves on for me.
I swear this isn't just to be the jester. No, well, Duff is the jester. And I'm not doing it to sow chaos, but I'm going with Reading Rainbow.
You sons of bitches. Oh, my God.
And I obviously, I mean, if we remember back in college, how much did I watch the Golden Girls? And everybody would make fun of me for watching the Golden Girls. And they sit down and watch it and start laughing. It's like, yeah.
We got to
so
bleep,
I love
bleep and
both.
blur that out. Sorry, folks. This is a family show.
It's not. I love both theme songs. But again, talking about how it makes me feel, I like the Reading Rainbow theme song. So 1-1. Mr. Duff, break that tie.
Reading Rainbow.
Oh!
That's for you, Scales. No. He hates this so much.
I hate this show. I'm off. I'm done.
Again, it just makes me think of childhood. Yeah, Golden Girls does too, but not like the same. I don't know. It's just about, again, all about the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So the Golden Girls.
See if maybe you just understood that these are not chiseled walls.
No, you didn't understand. They were chiseled walls.
All right. Reading Rainbow, surprisingly, the dark horse in this tournament moves on, beating the Golden Girls and Family Matters. Who would have thought?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody.
All right. Diff'rent Strokes versus Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. And I'm going to go with Duff first.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? You are moving on. Again, rockapella, awesome, fun. Just that, again, if we're just going off of the responses of what we think of when we're a kid, that is right up there for me. Love Diff'rent Strokes, but this is me.
All right. That's fair. Again, it's all about feeling. I'm going to go, and I'm going with Diff'rent Strokes. I love the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego theme, but Diff'rent Strokes, the second I hear it, I'm hooked. I love it. It makes me want to sing along with it, even though I don't know the words. I'd be singing probably Chiseled Walls on that one too. After Now the World Don't Move to the Beat of Just One Drum. I know a few words after that. Yeah, Chiseled Walls, Inside These Kids, oh, all that good stuff from the Family Matters theme song. Yeah, I'm going with Diff'rent Strokes. So now, again, Mr. Scales, you're the tiebreaker.
Yeah, this one was easy for me. I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going with Carmen Sandiego.
Wow.
Diff'rent Strokes is good. Just wasn't one of my. I mean, this doesn't resonate incredibly well with me as a youngster.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really watch it. It's a great song, but Carmen
What you
Sandiego,
talking about, Willis?
Yeah, the late great Gary Coleman. Carmen Sandiego just rings a little more true for me. So
Yeah. I guess that's fair for people born when we were.
yeah.
All right. So where in the world is Carmen Sandiego moves on?
What a matchup right there.
Man, the next round is going to be quite something. Let's move it over
I think that's a PBS matchup right there, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Wow,
Who would've thought?
Yeah. See, Scales, the way you feel right now about Family Matters is how I felt the whole entire goddamn cereal tournament.
You feel the pain.
Fucking Lucky Charms.
Irish flavored.
So, I was so mad when we finished that. All right, we're going to start at the top of the Western Conference. We have Full House versus Growing Pains. This is a damn good matchup.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go last. So, Scales, you go first.
Okay.
Growing Pains versus Full House.
Yeah, this is man, this is tough. As much as I love Growing Pains and Full House is it's the creme de la creme for me. Would have been my number one pick if I had the number one pick. So, whatever happened.
Could have traded for it.
Could have traded for it.
Yeah, we should start do that.
Next week.
Let's do trades. Keepers.
I like it. We'll throw keepers in the mix. Yeah, I'm gonna go Full House. That's my pick.
All right, Duff, why don't you give us a non-surprise and let us know what you think?
I mean, come on. Maybe today is the day that I don't even ever utter those words that I'm not picking Full House because I'm picking Full House. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously.
Surprise. But you already know my reasoning, so you can.
Yeah.
What would you have picked, Cast? If it mattered?
It's tough. I would probably go with Full House.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
Growing Pains is touching. But yeah, Full House. I mean, I have no problem with that, and it doesn't really matter what my opposition was anyway. Full House moves on. All right, it's a tough one. I don't even know what Duff is going to say, but Perfect Strangers versus the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. All right, let's get it over with. I'll go first. I'm picking Perfect Strangers. I think it's the better song. Makes me more excited. Duff, go ahead. Pick the Fresh Prince, and then we'll leave it up to Scales.
Fresh Prince. Is that easy? There you go. That's all right. There. Okay.
All right, Scales.
Oh, man. Well, I may get a lot of hate on this, but I'm going to go Perfect Strangers.
Wow.
Sorry, Duff. They're both.
Right.
I mean, they're both two. Two of my
I don't.
favorites.
I don't hate the Perfect Strangers theme. It's just.
Okay.
Well, of course you don't. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Perfect Strangers. Just I like the vibe of that one a little bit better. So.
And you know what? That sets up a hell of a matchup for the friggin'
man.
foursome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
So speaking of the friggin' foursome, Mr. Scales, if you could please share your screen so I can recap before we move into it.
Will do. Here we go.
Scales growing by the minute like a magic,
Sorry,
like a
I'm trying
magic
to peek
beanstalk over there.
to see the bracket. I'm sorry. Oh boy.
Every time I see that, I just I don't know. Where is it? Hold on.
All right. The friggin' foursome. In the Western Conference, we have Full House versus Perfect Strangers, the crown jewels of the Jesse Frederick
Yeah.
library, I guess, discography, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. The Eastern Conference, the improbable rise of two PBS giants.
It's basically TGIF versus PBS.
Yeah.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego against Reading Rainbow? Man. Let's just dive in.
Nothing to say.
I'm just trying to think which we should go to first because it's going to be a bit of a battle. We're going to go Eastern Conference first. Please unshare that screen, Mr. Scales.
Sure.
The Eastern Conference, the friggin' foursome. We have Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego versus Reading Rainbow. Scales, I'll let your thinly veiled contempt shine through. You can go first.
Thank you. I'm definitely not picking Reading Rainbow. It's just disgust. No, but
You spiteful mofo.
Yeah, no. Even if I wasn't spiteful, for me, it's still Carmen Sandiego. That's still one of my all-time favorites. As a young Scales, and definitely used to play that one on our iTunes in college. So it was just one of our favorites through the years. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's Carmen Sandiego for me.
That's a totally fair pick. This is really tough. I think I'm still going to go with Reading Rainbow. It's a little bit hard for me to vote against it. I mean, I'm perfectly happy if Carmen Sandiego moves on. Yeah, I'm going with Reading Rainbow. It's like when we did the cartoon draft and we're talking about how Doug just made us happy, just hit us in that special place. Reading Rainbow does that for me. I'm gonna go with Reading Rainbow, and I'm gonna throw it to Duff to make that difficult decision.
Scales, put a smile on that face because Reading Rainbow's finally going home. Carmen Sandiego's moving on. It's just much more fun, and if it's really boiling down to it, at the end of the day, that's what I'm going with. So, Reading Rainbow's great, but Carmen, you are moving on.
Well, given the tenor of the discussion previously, this is not a surprise. But it's a great pick. I mean, I have no problem with Carmen Sandiego moving on. It's not like Lucky Charms. What to do? West Coast, Western Conference. All right, Duff, go ahead. I mean, obviously, there's no surprises here. Full House versus Perfect Strangers.
I mean, it's same guy who did both of them, and he just did one a little bit better. And I think it was just basically, John Stamos that just made him put a little extra effort into this theme. So that's why Full House is winning this, and that's why Perfect Strangers went down.
All right.
The end.
Don't go down. No surprises there. I'm gonna go. And this probably isn't a surprise, but it's really not that easy of a pick because they are both great songs. But Perfect Strangers, more like perfect theme song.
Ooh.
I'm going with Perfect Strangers. Both great. I mean, I think more people know and love Full House. I'd say it's had more longevity and is in reruns. Like Perfect Strangers disappeared other than streaming. But man, I love that theme song. And I have to set it up for you, Scales. Scales, we're setting you up for the spike.
Oh,
what are you going with?
Damn. This is tough. This is two of my all-time favorites.
Not really. Not that tough here. Come on.
It is. It really is.
And I'm going to have to emphasize here, and I'm not trying to sway you in any way, but remember, it's all about the theme song and not which show you like better.
Yes.
Meh.
Oh, man. Gosh.
We got people weighing in the background.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I see
Gigi's whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
This is
the feed.
What's going through my head is the harmonica and versus the Full House. Oh man.
I think I hear other voices back there behind him. I didn't know Seagal was over there. Jeez.
At the end of the day, for me, it's going to be Full House. It is. It's tough. It could have been a coin flip. I mean, I could have gone either way.
A coin toss?
Yeah, it could have been
you beat me to it.
Coin toss. But it's Full House. I think that one when I hear that one, it makes me just a tad bit happier when I think back. So I'm going to go Full House.
I'd say it's not a tremendous surprise.
Yeah.
This sets up a really weird and interesting final.
Really weird.
I honestly would not have guessed this final, to be honest.
No, I mean, what sane person would? And we're going to dive into that next week. Because we're done with the Elite Eight and friggin' Foursome, you're going to have to tune in next week to see what our final pick is going to be.
Wow.
What 80s, 90s live action TV theme is going to reign supreme? Is it going to be Full House or the Dark Horse, the Cinderella story? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? As I said, we're done for this week. So please check us out on social media. Like and subscribe us. Like this video and subscribe to us here.
Ooh, subscribe us. Ooh.
Yeah, subscribe us.
Sounds risque.
It happened so fast you can't even talk about it yet. But head over to TikTok, head over to Instagram. Scales is putting up great content there on a regular basis. That's Throwbacks Technodrome Pod. And check us out on Apple and Spotify if you just want to listen to us. Because, I mean, really, who wants to look at us? Really, everybody. But because... whatever. But leave us a review there. Give us 5 stars. Tell us what you like about us. Tell us what you don't like about us. Tell us what we could do better. Tell us what we could do different. Tell us what we do well. Just tell us, because we want to hear from you.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Yeah, he got it. But until next week, we will see you then. Later, Gators.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I was gonna say, you suck the thing into something.